You may have seen this woman on your feed sometime these last couple of weeks. Her name is Onijah Robinson, aka Emily in Pakistan. If you don't know what her story is or why she's all over your feed, then stick around because I'm going to try and recount this entire weird saga. So, strap in. So it all started when this American woman, Onijah, fell in love with a Pakistani guy that she met online. She's 33, he's 18, 19, some reports say, but apparently she catfished him massively. She wore a Nicki Minaj wig and filter to make herself seem like something that she wasn't. They had a marriage ceremony online, but whether it's legally binding or not, I have no idea. So she arrives in Pakistan and goes to his house, and apparently he lives in a bit of a rough area. But they both see each other in the flesh for the first time without any filters, and apparently he realizes he's been catfished, but is still ready to marry her. But it's his mum who disapproves. She's like, I'm not happy with this union. If you thought the worst a mother could do is say no, then you're dead wrong. She literally locks up her house and goes into hiding with her son. Meanwhile, Onijah refuses to leave because she wants to be with her husband. So she decides to camp outside his place where she starts to draw a bigger crowd of confused people. Eventually it gets so big that the local media gets wind of this, where it gets even bigger because now the Pakistani government has to get involved because they realize she doesn't have a visa to stay. And this is when she starts making demands on the Pakistani government.
I'm asking for 100K or more.
Eventually, the humanitarian guy gets wind of this and he decides to help her out. He's that guy that's always wearing green that's often stood next to her in videos, the one that she doesn't seem to like very much. He's apparently a very well-respected guy in Pakistan.
You talk too much.
But he gets contacted by Onijah's son back in America, who tells the humanitarian guy that his mum is apparently not mentally very well. So the humanitarian guy tries to get her admitted to a mental health facility, but this woman is a sheer force of will, so she manages to break out of there and proceeds to go get herself a McDonald's.
My husband will be picking me up from there. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
The humanitarian guy tracks her down to that McDonald's and tries to get back into the mental health facility. But instead of going back there, she instead goes back to her husband's house and starts to camp outside again. She starts to draw a crowd again and flirts with some of the younger guys that come over. Apparently it's a bit of a running joke among the locals that she likes them young. Meanwhile, the humanitarian guy is still looking out for her, so he tries to get her checked into a guest house, but she starts making demands that she wants one with a pool, so he takes her to another one that she likes better, but whether it has a pool or not, I have no idea. Then apparently some police officers arrive to check in on her, and apparently they start doing her hair and thread her eyebrows, or what's left of them. I mean, the level of hospitality she's been receiving from the Pakistani public is impeccable. To the point that when photographers tried to go in and take a picture of her, the people actually came out and defended her, saying, no, you can't go and take a picture of our sister. So then the government sends even more police to look after her. And now among them is a woman officer named
Sabana.
And she really likes this woman. You can tell by the way she says her name. And they go and have some kind of makeover together. Like, look at Onijah here in full zebra print. And she holds a press conference with Shabana and announces that she's launching a Bitcoin, which I did not see coming. So some time passes and apparently the minister of the province that they're actually in arranges for Onijah's flight and travel back to New York. But the final twist is she doesn't end up in New York, she gets off in Dubai and has been seen hanging around in Pakistani areas, so she clearly knows her audience. What's going to happen to her next, I have no idea. But I hope they show her the same patience that the Pakistani people have. Seriously, that woman has been an absolute gem for that country's PR and tourism. I think Onijah has single-handedly wiped the memory of that poorly judged Paris tourism ad.